If you go over to My Calendars, there is a task list by default, but sometimes we're not aware of that. So click on it to activate it, and here it will be on the right, and I've already started my list. And so there's a few things that I want to point out here. First of all, this list is the work to-dos list. But here on the right, you can navigate through multiple lists that you may have created or even create a new list. So when you're ready to add something, you can click this plus sign here. And let's say I wanted to work on my Spanish vocab. One of the nice things that you can do is then click this arrow and add some options. So for instance, let's say I wanted to make this due on Friday, and I could also add some notes here. And then I had those details where I need them. And then clicking on back to list will show me all of my tasks in that particular list. And if you click on actions, you'll see you have a few options here. So you can change where a task will show up in your list. You can indent it if it is a part of a larger task. You can print it. You can sort it by due date, which is a good way to stay on top of things. So here it is Thursday. Here's something that's due on Friday. As I go through these, the nice thing is I can click it here and oh, it feels so good to get that thing done. And one of the nice things as well is if you look here on your calendar, now these tasks actually show up on the dates when I anticipated they would be due. So this is a good way to really keep track of things and when they are due.
What's the difference between a task and an event? If I have a meeting, I'll add that as an event. But if I have something to do, like complete a report by a certain deadline, then I'll use that as a task. What's really time-saving is that I can add a task directly from Gmail. Let me show you. If my tasks aren't visible, I click the triangle next to Gmail to bring them up. Then I click the plus sign to create a new task and the arrow to edit due date and details. Remember that tasks are only visible in the calendar if you select them to show up and they have deadlines. When a new task is prompted by an email, I can just create the task as I read the mail by clicking More and Add to Tasks. And the great thing is, you can check tasks off as you complete them, which is a pretty satisfying feeling.